After 2 previous years of research and development by the principals, Palingenesis Manufacturing Inc. was formed in the Philippines in 2004. A factory unit was leased in Tunasan, south of Metro Manila, and this space was expanded to over 4,000 square meters of under-roof warehouse space with additional parking and storage facilities. The first prototype machine was developed in the south of Spain, and in early 2004, a full-size demonstration plant was manufactured capable of processing up to 50 metric tons of municipal solid waste per day. This machine has now been operational for over a year, during which time numerous tests have been run under the direct supervision of Dr. Christopher Silverio, Chief of the ITDI, the Industrial Technology Development Institute, a division of the Department of Science and Technology of the Philippine government. This department contracted with Palingenesis to validate their process and technology. A full report on the findings of the ITDI is available for interested parties. Unsorted garbage is delivered to the processing facility and deposited into the receiving hopper, where circular blades rip open sealed bags and distribute the waste onto the conveyor belt, which carries it up to the shredder. The waste drops down into the bar shredder, which grinds the material into particles of less than 15 millimeters. The shredded waste is then conveyed to a series of sieving screens, which further segregate biodegradable from non-biodegradable material. The biodegradable waste is sieved into particles of 3 to 12 millimeters, which are then conveyed to a station for conversion into soil enhancer or other products for use in the horticultural and agricultural industries. The non-biodegradable waste, with a particle size of over 12 millimeters, is conveyed into the mixing tanks, where proprietary liquid additives are introduced rendering it non-toxic and inert by being thoroughly blended into a homogenized amalgam. After which the solid additives, sand, cement and lime, are blended for a further 3 or 4 minutes. After the material is fully blended, it is carried via a conveyor belt to the hopper, which feeds the form-making machine. In the current plant, there is a block-making machine, and this produces 3 or 4 hollow blocks, depending on the size, every 30 seconds or so. Various sizes and shapes of blocks can be produced by simply changing the molds. The blocks are set aside to dry for 24 hours, and then they are stacked for curing, which takes up to 28 days, in line with traditional concrete products. Depending on the waste feed and the proportion of solid additives, the compressive strength ranges from 200 psi, that's 1.4 megapascals, to over 1421 psi, 9.8 megapascals. The compressive strength may be increased or decreased for individual requirements by simply altering the proportion of solid additives. The factory workforce is made up currently of over 40 skilled welders, mechanical engineers and affiliated trades. The management staff comprises 5 qualified engineers, administrative and IT personnel. All Palingenesis machines are approved for export to the European Union. Inspections were carried out by CE-proof directives from the United Kingdom. This is a third-party independent inspectorate authorised under the European Union to certify conformity for machinery, electrics and electronic directives. The price of Palingenesis equipment includes the services of a CE-proof engineer who will carry out on-site inspections of the machinery once it has been commissioned, and then provide all the necessary certification. Within the last 3 months, the company has developed a second-generation plant dedicated to treating and processing biomedical waste, together with chemical wastes and hazardous industrial sludges. This new machine will operate under the new subsidiary company called Palingenesis Incorporated. Palingenesis has recently obtained necessary permits to enable them to process municipal solid waste, industrial and commercial, toxic and hazardous, and biomedical waste. They have already started process waste from selected industries and expect to be operating at full capacity by Christmas 2005. Palingenesis is now in negotiations for the supply and installation of this specialist machinery with several international and local municipalities and private industry. They expect by the year 2006 they will have successfully commissioned over 10 plants across the world. The future with Palingenesis is a cleaner and safer world for the current population and for generations to come.